Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to what is another edition here of the Brilliantly
What
Dumb
a fucking
Show.
shame, man.
We are here.
This is a
We are
shame.
back, and the D-Man has arrived. Night pod for the fellas here today as D-Man gets adjusted to the headset here. We're gonna give him a sec here, and then we're gonna have a lot to be excited about. We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to be excited about here today. Mikey V will be taking on the Big Mac Challenge. I knew that if I posed, like I had just been seeing it on TikTok of people who are trying to eat a Big Mac in under a minute. I put on Twitter that I think Mikey would not only just obliterate the minute time, I think more of the number to see how fast he can put down a Big Mac, I think, is 30 seconds. Is the
I'd like to know what the Guinness World Record is for the Big Mac.
I saw a guy on TikTok who's like a professional mukbanger. Like, this guy's the real deal.
Okay.
I think I sent it to you guys. I think so.
Like
What
28 seconds, I think, or 22
Is that
seconds.
right? A
Which is
professional
great.
28 seconds? That's a good number, yeah.
He's a mukbanger.
The one
I
that
think
Bob sent, it was insane. It was like 22 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think he could beat that. This guy's
22 seconds
time.
is fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
barely-
again,
he
for
barely-
for the record, I am not a professional eater. I'm an amateur eater, Bob.
I don't know.
I'm
Well,
an
not
amateur.
according to you. You like to share
I
that
just
you
said
have the
I
world
was
record.
I just said I was an amateur eater, not a professional eater. So why would you say not according to you?
I'm just saying you like to talk about how you have the Spankies records
I
and
do?
other things. Yeah.
I do. Come on, there's a certain flow. There's a flow.
There's
To
no
the
flow
show,
to
yeah.
that. He just
You
said
gotta
there's no
understand.
frame of reference. That's some bottle you got there, Joe. That is
Yeah.
what is
Like,
that? The all-day tracker?
You know
It
what?
tells
It keeps you up to speed where you got to be.
So
it's got the
Mikey,
Does that have the motivational messages
Yeah.
next to it?
we
Rise
just
and shine. Let's get started. Remember, you're good. Keep it up. Halfway there.
I'm the hard
Don't quit.
the hard.
That's
You know,
insane. That's fucking insane.
You remember?
Stay
I don't want.
hydrated, folks.
That was funny what Billy said today. We had to do our this photo shoot today, and he goes, you came up about the Big Mac challenge, and Billy's just like, oh, by the way, he's like, Mikey is a huge hardo. And I was like,
Oh yeah, you agreed.
I was like, yeah, the July
Billy's a good kid.
good
Nice
guy,
kid.
good guy.
Nice
The
kid.
July 4th one Mikey had where he's got the racks on racks at the gym. He's got that guinea tea, and he's
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Feeling strong on 4th of July, bro.
That's your
Feeling
holiday.
nice and strong, man. Just trying to keep up with Joe.
Hey, the D-Man's got. I do just want to say look. I think it's great. I think Bob the Sports as a whole is slimming down. FP looks slim. Saw him today. He looks great.
really good.
I think D-Man's knocked down.
I texted FP. I said he looked good. I saw
Looks
something he
good.
put up. I was like, he looked good. He was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really trying. I go, that's good. I go, it's good. You
Yeah.
should.
We're at 7-Eleven today. He did not have a Slurpee. That's like when you
I
know.
That's
know.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
wild.
crazy. He looks good. D-Man's slimming down, but we just D-Man just put into the group chat. Bob the Sports is doing something with Subway, so they're having us go to Subway tomorrow and make our own sub. And Joe puts in the chat to girl Victoria, who helps coordinate everything with us. She's on our team. She's awesome, and she asks like, "Hey guys, can you send in what sub you want to make?" So I send in like an Italian, and Gutsy sends into the group chat, and he goes, "Victoria, I'm on a strict diet. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to
Strict
do this."
regimen.
I texted back to the chat. I said, Victoria, he will be taking a bite. I was like, if there's a problem, like, please don't go back to them and be like, hey, Joe's on a strict
Well, I
diet.
didn't know if I had to eat the whole sandwich or not, Bob.
So then Joe,
I'm sure you're being compensated enough to be able to eat a sandwich, Joe.
yeah, it's
Goes
like
against
I respect
Goes against what?
my
Goes against
trainer.
what?
My trainer would not be happy.
Oh, please. Oh, fucking please, man.
Todd would be pissed.
Mikey. He's got
Todd the trainer.
Todd?
Yeah,
that.
Todd
Like,
the trainer.
Oh
yeah.
man,
got
that's so
the-
good. His name's
he
Todd.
messaged
That's
me. He's
fucking
like, Bob.
great.
He's like, I got a trainer. He was the
You knew he
athletic-
wasn't just some trainer.
Correct. He was the strength and conditioning coach. He said for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, dude, he never
The
just.
guy holds me accountable, man.
But we were talking to like he can never just like get a guy, like a regular guy in town. It's either
No.
Well,
Justin-
I messaged the Nelk boys, Kyle, because he had a wildly incredible
Looks good.
transformation.
He looks real
And you
good.
know what? He went from puffy to svelte. And now I said, like, I'd like to know what you did. He got me involved with this guy. And like literally, Mikey, the first time I talked to him, he FaceTimes me and I go, okay, well, maybe we'll start next week. He's like, how about today? I'm like, it's
Good for him.
4:30 in the
him.
afternoon,
Good
dude.
for him.
This guy's built different, man. I don't want to let him down.
It's like Justin Thomas, his chiropractor, or the
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's
the
good.
Canadian Barber of the Year. It's always there's
runner up.
always
Runner up.
Runner up. Yeah.
Runner up.
No, well, 2018. It was a while removed. It's not like it happened. It's not like he
True.
was the current Barber of the Year. So
COVID fucked a lot of that up for him, probably.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you something though, D. Like, what's this number for Mikey that you think? I said you can't. It's hard to doubt Mikey when it comes to.
I have my
food.
number.
What's the number you're thinking of?
My number's 33 seconds.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty.
I mean, listen, anything sub
it's a good
40,
number.
any sub 40 number, I'd be pleased with.
Yeah. What do you walk out of really happy with, Mikey?
I mean, number one, I have to beat a minute. Obviously, that has to happen.
That's-
But
that's-
I'd say under 40, I'm happy. Under 30, I'd be pumped. Under 30,
Yeah.
like I'd be fired up.
That'd be huge.
Yeah,
It
I'd be
Under
fired
30
up.
would be big for the pod.
Yeah, it would be. It would.
Yeah,
be.
I
think it would be.
I think if he goes under 30, we got to start bringing him into some challenges, some like legitimate food competition.
No.
I think so. I really do. The
I-
Joey
I
Chestnut,
I think at some
volunteer-
point we hit up Joey Chestnut to mentor him.
he
I
follows me, by the way.
volunteer-
He recently started following.
Is
He'd be
that
great on the
right?
show.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he'd
Mikey,
be good
you
on
might
the
have
show.
a calling, Michael.
No.
I
no.
think the challenge is different from Mikey, though. Like, obviously, Dog Chestnut would get him, but like, it's like
I agreed to this one simply because it's for time. I like to do it for time. When you have
Yeah.
to do volume, bro, it's just it's miserable. Like it's not fun. It's not there's nothing enjoyable about it. Like it's not fun. Like it's just not fun. This is
Yeah.
gonna be fun. This will be fun.
Yeah, and last thing I'll say, and then I guess we'll get into it. It's just I'm too excited to not just fire this up right out of the gate. What's the attack? Is this a 2-bite type deal here, Mikey?
I said that I said I could take this down in 2 bites, maximum 3. So if I don't finish this in 3 bites, I'll be very upset.
Show him the Big Mac.
3 bites.
By the
3
way,
bites, yeah.
Arby's has a great burger too, so I just want to let people know that.
Big Mac looks solid, man.
It does look good.
It's a nice looking bun. Really
Yeah.
nice looking bun. I mean, I thought there was cheese on the top one. There's not, which is disappointing. I thought they put cheese on the top one. There's
Dude,
only
it-
cheese. There's
it
cheese
is
on
Probably
the bottom.
customize it.
Ticket
Yeah, I
really
should've.
taught me this, but it is amazing. As good as the Big Mac is, the quarter pounder patty
Quarter pounder's good.
is made
Quarter
to
pounder's
order,
really good. This
and
is,
it blows away that. But like the people who get like the Big Mac is at least incredible. The people who get the 2 cheeseburger meal are crazy because you the quarter pounder is so much better. I get the Big Mac play, but the quarter pounder, I just
like
think
the double quarter pounder. If you're really
It's great.
hungry, that's a good sandwich.
it's great. What's your thoughts
That's a
on
good
these
sandwich.
smash burgers, D? Are you a smash burger guy?
Yeah, I love a smash burger.
Me too.
I think they're really solid, man. I
Yeah.
think they're really, really good.
Me too.
You don't really need all the toppings. You just need the essentials.
Now
really.
you think Bone could like put or EA could put a clock?
Oh,
like
yeah.
we
Yeah,
did that last
yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, just to keep people just a little
Joe's
bit
gotta get the
longer
clock
into we will. We're gonna get.
I'll
a
get
little
the
bit-
clock.
I do just want to discuss one more thing before we go in, if you're
Sure,
okay.
Sure.
With that, and then we'll go into first things first.
Sure.
We're gonna take a quick time out. Not an ad coming in here, but please, it worked a couple weeks ago. Yes, we are begging. Please take a moment to smash that subscribe button for Mikey doing this challenge here. We're on our way to 100K. Mikey hit me up. He saw the Bob to Sports plaque. I do want a Brilliantly Dumb Show plaque for that 100K. I think would be awesome. But let's take some time out for a like and a subscribe. Give him 5 seconds, Joey D, starting now. Thank you very much. One more thing to get into that happened this week. That was
Oh.
a riot. It was it was a mix of very exciting, but then just
Alarming,
alarming, mind-boggling,
concerning.
concerning. We're recording Monday. We were going to record yesterday morning. Sunday, we usually do Saturday or Sunday morning. Cutsy says, guys, I think Nicole's going into labor. Like, I'm about to have my child. Like,
It was a scare.
it was scare, but we're like, oh my God, like, holy, like, all right, like, forget about the pod. We'll figure out the pod. We'll do it tomorrow, like, whenever. So we're all excited. We're asking them questions. And then we're like, I think I sent in, I was like, all right, are you guys good to go for, to do tomorrow night?
Bob hopped in the car and started driving to his parents' house right away. He was like,
Because
all right, I'm out. I went right to the pool, my in-laws pool. I was going right to the pool. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, because I was going to go to my parents' house right after. So then me and I just got in the car. And we're like, all right, we're going. But yeah, we're all excited. And then I'm like, are you guys good to do it tomorrow night? We're asking Joe questions. And then Joe goes, no, I'm good to go in about 15. And me and Mikey were just like,
That was the wild.
I wish there was a camera on my. And then Mikey texted me. He's like, is this guy serious? Like,
Joe, I was even for me, I was in a little bit of shock. I was like, he really just said that? He went from my wife's possibly going into labor. I'm on the phone with the midwife to I'm good to go in 15-20. Give me 15-20.
Yeah, and then granted, I could have turned, like, I wasn't far. I could have turned around and did the podcast. But there's another part of me that's like, if Joe does this podcast right now, like, she's gonna be fucking pissed and would have every right to be. She would have every right to be, and she was. And you can't blame her.
No,
that's crazy.
No.
Well,
few things come before the pod, but children certainly.
But the child was not coming. It was a scare. It wasn't the real thing. And I don't know, Mikey. I'm not. My wife comes to me and she goes, "I think I'm going into labor." Like what am I going to say? So
Nothing.
after nothing, I said, "Okay, the pod's canceled." But then once she got the call and she went through the different symptoms and everything, like it was just a scare. It wasn't like the real thing. And the midwife, I heard her on the phone, said, the best thing for you to do is just lay down and just relax and just take it easy. So she goes to lay down and I'm like, if we're not leaving, not going anywhere, well, we got a pod still to do. I could bang one out. She was not happy about that. And you know what? She is right. I should have been more considerate, but we haven't missed a podcast in a long time. And I don't intend on missing one anytime soon, Michael.
Subscribe for that.
You're a dog.
For that.
You're a dog, man.
But at the same time, too, it's like, even if she's not, going into labor, like, you still doing that pod. Like, in my head, I was like, he's gonna be so fucked. Like, if he does the podcast, like, he's gonna be so fucked.
Oh yeah.
So I just kept driving. I'm like, there's no way we're doing a podcast today.
Yeah, I was like, I guess if you really want to, let me know for sure. And Bob's like, we're doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, like, what?
We're just doing it tomorrow.
What?
Like, all right.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna do it earlier.
That was wild. It was a wild sequence from being in labor to being on the phone with the midwife to I could do it in 15 minutes. Just a wild.
I will say it opened my eyes to, like, when the time actually comes, it's going to be a little intense.
I mean, Joe, it's the most significant event of your life.
I would not do well in the room.
I was watching a reel of guys who watch their wife giving birth, and they keel over and they're like fainting and
it's a wild.
I'm more nervous than she is for this whole thing, Mikey.
It's a wild sight.
Oh, so you got in there, Mikey?
Yeah, I was in there.
Were you?
You didn't go below sheet.
No, but they had a mirror positioned and I could see what was happening.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, I don't think I'd go below sheet.
It's something.
No,
you don't. They position you by her shoulders, but they have like a mirror thing where the doctors are.
I can't.
And it's like, if you peek at that mirror, curiosity killed the cat, Bob.
What a fascinating thing that is. Like,
wild.
The fact
but when that baby comes out, man.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to be covered in goo and stuff.
Well, I mean,
it's your fucking child, Joe. It's your child, man.
No,
they always in the movies. They always like.
It's not like it's
perfect, and
it's not like you just caught like a fish and it's got algae on it. It's like it's your child. Like that's your offspring. That's you.
Discharge.
That's little baby D.
Cutsy's gonna hand it to
Nah.
the midwife for a little wipe down.
Listen, need a couple minutes here. If you could just take the little tyke for, a half hour. Just give Uncle
Well, no,
Cutsy.
that white discharge stuff I could do without.
He's gonna treat it like a golf ball, like when you throw your caddy the ball for it to clean it off before a putt. It's like, don't work like that, D. Don't work like that.
Fuck off, man.
Oh, man.
All right, but look, it was just so wild yesterday.
Boys, how much money do you think we've spent on playing golf? It's got to be a lot, right? I don't even want to know, but I know this. You can now turn your days on the links into a Bitcoin portfolio. Today's sponsor, the Bitcoin Credit Card by Gemini, gives you instant Bitcoin rewards with every single purchase. This summer, Gemini is giving 10% back in Bitcoin on all golf course purchases up to $250 a month, and that will go until September 30th. You are going to get 4% back on transportation, 3% back on dining, 2% on groceries, and 1% on everything else. The best part is Bitcoin rewards earned and held for 1 year on the Gemini credit card have appreciated 176% on average. You're investing as you spend, and to me, that's simply a no-brainer. There is no annual fee. See rates and fees in description for more info. If you want to sign up for the Bitcoin credit card, head on over to gemini.com/BDS and get yourself $200 in Bitcoin when you spend $3,000 in your first 90 days. Click the link or go to gemini.com/BDS to apply and begin earning instantly.
Let's get down to business. I mean, this is what it's all about here. Bone is going to do the clock here as well, but this is
You want me to do the clock?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a clock. Yeah,
I
got you. I want you to hold the clock up for me, Joe, so I can.
So-
see
Yeah.
For the folks listening, highly recommend taking a look onto the YouTube. If not, I will be trying to give you a play-by-play. But before anything, I want you to take a look at how small that Big Mac looks in Mikey V hands.
Yeah.
Big Mac's a
Thing looks like a fucking cheeseburger, dude.
Yeah, I mean, a Big Mac is a decently sized burger. That thing looks like a blueberry muffin in Mikey's hands. He's going for a time of sub 40 would be good.
Yeah.
Sub 30 would be great.
Yeah.
We really
Don't you start that start button until I take that first bite, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wait. I'm nervous.
Okay.
When you're
You're
ready to
nervous.
go. Yeah, whenever you're ready
I'm
to go.
ready to go when I give that first bite. Okay, Joe, get ready.
Say
to
like,
say
say like, comment,
Ready.
subscribe.
like,
3,
comment, subscribe, please.
3,
On the first bite, on his
2,
first bite.
1, go.
Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey. You gotta
Come
go.
on,
You gotta take.
Come on, Michael. You gotta dig deep, dude. Holy shit, dude. It's a fucking mess.
Oh, he's gonna do
Whoa,
it. Go get it down, Mikey. You got time to get it down.
Oh,
You got time. You got time to get it down, Mikey.
He can go sub
Now
30
get it
here.
down. Get it down. Get it down. Get
He
it
can go
down.
sub 30,
Get
Michael.
it down. Get it down, Mikey. Get it down. You there. You there.
Gotta
You
see
there.
open mouth.
Yo,
Okay, 30.13. Oh my God. 30.13, Bob, is the official.
Bro, we
time.
might have to check the clock. I
You
think I
still
get
have
under
food in
30.
your mouth.
No.
There's food in your. There's lettuce.
Lettuce, Joe.
Oh, it's not lettuce. Isn't food anymore now?
Let me tell you something. We're gonna have to
Lettuce
check.
air.
We're gonna have to check the official clock because I
Well,
think
the
I got
official
sub
clock
30.
might be no
I think I
sub
got
30.
sub
Are you out of your mind? If anything, it could be
100% sub
longer.
30.
You're still
100% sub 30.
chewing.
I'm not chewing.
You had lettuce in your mouth a second
The
ago.
lettuce was on my tongue. What was I supposed to do?
Mikey, you got a little dripping out
Yeah.
there. You got a little dripping
Oh,
out
bro,
there.
I have sauce on my face. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, 30.1
Dude,
seconds
that
is nothing to
was-
sneer at.
That was impressive, man.
He was like a little chipmunk, Bob. He was just like, Bob. He was like just firing it in like a
Oh,
chipmunk.
my
That
God.
was wild.
I tell you what, that's sitting down. I think if I did that standing, I could have fucking shaved off maybe
There's
5
something
seconds.
to that.
Yeah, there is. There is.
That is very impressive, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good, man. Good job.
This guy is that is really, really impressive. How do you feel?
I told you, Bob, you got to connect him with Chestnut.
I mean, that's nothing.
I would like to have Chestnut on. I think he
Chestnut
would be good.
Chestnut would be good. I'd like to ask him some questions.
Still waiting for Dana. Still waiting. We are going to get Dana. We are going to get Dana.
Yeah, we are going to get.
I gotta start bringing on these guests, man. I gotta be better. There's hand up there. He does want to go on. But yeah, I will go hand up. I got to start bringing these guys in. Schefter, Dana. By the way, did you see my dad get eviscerated?
Oh yeah,
by my mom yesterday. Oh my God, that was.
Oh yeah,
that's one of my favorite videos. I mean, that was. We're gonna play the clip right now, Bone. This is my dad trying to go to UFC 318, 319 in Yankees fantasy camp.
But Ma, what if he just goes to one out of the two?
Oh yeah, I was fine with that. But his compromise was, I'll go to the one in July and August after he's already been to the one in June, and I won't go in October. And I keep trying to tell him, Mike, you're not on the circuit. Like you're not expected at every fight. Like there's a seat with your name on it.
Well, I think the one in October could be Abu Dhabi. I don't even know. I'm not looking that far ahead. This coming up right now is Poirier's last fight. I just wanted to be there for it. And
then you don't go August and October.
Why can't I go to both? Dana likes me there. Dana wants me to be there.
Dana wants Robbie there. You're like a +1.
Yeah, but I fight in July and August, the 2 UFC fights. It's my birthday. It's my 70th birthday. This is what I want to do.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that, but don't forget, you're also going to the Yankee Fantasy Camp for a mere $20,000 to live out your fantasy. So when do you come back down to reality?
That's ridiculous. First of all, I'm taking our boys to Yankee Fantasy Camp, and this is my reality. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to go to UFC fights. I want to go to Yankee Fantasy Camp, and I want to do what I want to do with you, of course.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go to.
What? By the way, what is the fantasy camp?
What
the hell is?
I found all.
20 grand.
I found about all about that at the baseball game that the last UFC weekend when Bob came up about what that is.
He was
and
telling me about it.
It is fucking. You told me what it was in front of him, and I said it was wild.
What is it?
He's already been to one. So you go to George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa.
It's not believable.
Okay. And they have, I visited
Tampa.
Done it before because that's where their spring training is.
It's insane, Joe.
Dude, I will say I visited them. It's fun, but it is, like, if you thought the Jackals content was good, these guys, they go to George Steinbrenner Field. So you have captains like El Duque's a captain, Shane Spencer, like ex-Yankee players who are like the captains for the week. And they play games. Like it's a week of games. And they're like in the Yankee uniform. They play on George Steinbrenner Field. And they play these intense games.
Your dad's playing with ex-Yankees?
Yeah, so like old, but they're older. So my dad did the Yankees fantasy game before. It's like my mom's not joking. It's like 20 grand. We'll play the clip. And me and my brother are going. So it's 20 grand a person. And this is what he wants to do.
That's a 60 bomber.
This is what he wants to do for his birthday.
Just to play against old guys who are ex-Yankees?
El Duque is a legend, dude. El Duque is like a fucking legend.
Yeah, El Duque is a legend.
Oh, 60 grand. You could go to the Super Bowl and you could go to several events.
I know. It's what he wants to do. He talks as if like he keeps talking as if he's like dying. Like he always throws in like, this is what I want to do for my life. Like the rest of my years.
He's not a Make-A-Wish character.
I know he's talking like he's dying, and you'll hear in the clip where he's like, "This is how I want to live the rest of my life."
Honestly, it's a smart play by him. He's leveraging his age to get what he wants. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I texted Bob. I texted Bob last night or 2 nights ago. Whenever he posted the video, I go, this is where Bob gets his pretzeling, his excellent pretzeling skills, because Mike is doing that to Sue. He's pretzeling these things to say, like, this is what I want to do, and this is what he's doing that so he could get what he wants.
know-
And to a degree, I really do respect that. But it is
So would
obvious.
you call Mike the OG pretzeler?
Yeah, 100%. After watching those videos, yeah. But he's
Mike,
really
to be
good, really good at it, really good.
I never thought of it like that, but I do think there could be some truth. I'm gonna call him.
Oh, geez.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're on the Brilliantly Dumb show right now. Do you have a quick second?
Yeah, sure.
We were talking about your clip, and Mikey brought up something that I think there might be some truth to it. Mikey claims that like what he's doing, he says you're the OG pretzeler, and that you are using in a way your age to get what you want. That like you're using that in order to, because like you'll say like, you know, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life and all this, almost as if like you're dying what you're not to get what you want.
Well, you know what, Mikey? Mikey had the point. I'm kind of using your IG to get all of these comments that I'm getting, and Mom's reading them,
Yeah.
and I think she's starting to cave.
Oh man, that is devious work, bro. That is just,
But I mean, I
That
really-
is
Better
sick.
hope that Sue doesn't listen to the Brilliantly Dumb show.
I mean, I'm kind of using you, Robbie, to get my way.
Yeah, I think you are. So that you're not even.
hey, you know what? I honestly couldn't be happier about it. I really couldn't. That's so good.
You're not even denying it at all. Like that.
I'm actually, I try to be honest all the time, and this is the perfect example right now. I could have denied it, but
Yeah,
it's true.
honesty's a virtue.
And do you think?
Absolutely.
Do you think like I've said to them like that as you've gotten older, like you've just kind of lost your filter? Like as you get older, do you just stop caring?
I really don't remember ever having a filter.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Neither does Joe.
Well, that's very true. Joe lost his filter at 8.
What did he say?
Said Joe lost his filter at 8.
Yeah. I somehow always get bagged by Mike. You know, I haven't even said anything here.
I didn't bring it up.
Neither
True.
did I.
True.
So are
But Joe, it's not a bad thing. I mean, you know what? You don't have a filter. You're very honest. You just
Yeah, I think you just live your life unapologetically you and just be who you are. There's too many people are trying to be other, you know, they're trying to think of what this person might think of me and what that person, just do you, you know?
I said
That-
Joe.
that-
The original three adjectives for Joey was unapologetic was one of them.
What was the other two?
Unapologetic. I don't know. I forget. Unapologetic.
I
A listener
forget.
or somebody over.
I forget too, but the unapologetic one was the one that got me also. When you said unapologetic back then, I said, that's Joe.
Yeah, Joe's gonna Joe. So what we're saying is Mikey is 100% on the dot.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Dad.
Now, Mike, can I give you one last piece of advice? I think, like, I don't know if you've heard the announcement, but they're going to try to do a UFC fight at the White House. I would try to stay
on the front
yeah,
lawn.
on the front lawn, and I think it's going to be Chandler and McGregor fighting. So you should probably take a few reps off in order to make sure that you're at that one.
Oh, I would be very disappointed. That's another thing that just was added to my bucket list the other day. So
that bucket list is growing by the day, Bob.
Yeah, isn't that?
I would be very disappointed if I didn't attend that one. I would look forward to that one.
Somebody from this
right?
group has to represent the group at that. Somebody's got to go to that. Somebody has to be there from this group.
Yeah, that will be. I don't think it's gonna end up being McGregor, but that
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well,
All
you
right,
said
Dad. Well, we
somebody-
appreciate it.
One question: when you say somebody from the group needs to represent us, am I part of the group?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
You're,
you're
I
in.
mean, I would say that you arguably are the head of the UFC contingency of the group.
You've been to more
you
UFCs
are
than anyone.
UFC.
Well, you know what? Hopefully, one of you can join me.
Well, I mean, we hope so. Also,
Fair
I
enough.
mean, ideally, the four of us would be really what I would love to have. At least at
Correct.
one. We got to do one. The four of us.
Yeah, I haven't been in a while.
That would be awesome.
All right. Well, thanks, Dad. We appreciate it.
Take care,
Thanks,
Mr.
Mike.
B.
Guys, take care.
Take care. Yeah, I mean, dude, he
Love
did.
Mr. B, man. He ain't fucking denying it.
No,
He ain't fucking denying it.
That was
And you
a
know what?
stone
I
cold
respect that.
confession.
I respect it. I respect it, man.
I
Listen,
guess he does have some Joey D where it's just like that no filter just is what it is. Like,
I
yeah.
respect him for it. I really do. You know what else I respect? I respect our good friends over at Caldera Lab because they're looking out for you while you're looking out for yourself. And here's the deal. Wouldn't you want to look a little bit younger? Maybe get a few more compliments on your skin or just feel confident when you look in the mirror. Well, that's exactly what Caldera Lab is here for. Their high performance skincare is designed specifically for men, simple, effective, and backed by science. Here's why you'll love it. They have cutting edge formulas, rigorous R&D cycles, non-comedogenic formulas, certified cruelty free, no animal testing ever. And on top of that, it's plastic neutral for every product sold. They remove the same amount of plastic from the environment. So they're doing their Lord's work. Skincare doesn't have to be complicated, but it should be good. Upgrade your routine with Caldera Lab and see the difference for yourself. Go to calderalab.com/DUMB and use DUMB as your code at checkout for 20% off your first order. Make sure you're looking out for your skin, just like Caldera's looking out for you.
Good job, Pete. Good job, Pete. All right. I think it's time. We get into our buy or sell. Anybody wanna kick it off? I can go if you don't got ready to go.
I could go, Bob.
Sure.
If you want me to go? I
Let it rip.
gotta speak and move around a little bit. My stomach is bubbling right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's bubbling. Yeah, I'm gonna sell. And I gotta sell after what I watched last week again. And I don't know why I keep torturing myself trying to do it and expecting different results. It's the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I did watch the Paul Chavez Jr. fight.
Oh no.
It's not even Jake Paul. It has nothing to do with Jake Paul anymore. Now he's ranked and he's going to start fighting real fighters apparently, and that's all well and good. Nothing to do with him. Just the sport in general, man. The sport is just. I watched the Canelo fight, weeks before this. I watched this fight, and just nothing has any juice to it in boxing anymore whatsoever. Nothing. You're lucky if you get one round that's good, 2 rounds of 15 or 12 that are good, if you're lucky. It's just so bad. And maybe people will say, well, you're not watching the right fights, and it's not just the pay-per-views. Yeah, but the pay-per-views are the ones that are supposed to be the great fights. There's supposed to be great fights on pay-per-view. If you watch this last UFC ticket, and again, I'm not trying to glaze the UFC and Dana White, because honestly, I have no stake in it. I mean, he's taking care of Bob and he's taking care of us every time we've gone there, but I'm not glazing them. I'm just telling you what I saw at UFC 317. You paid for that card. Those fights, the Joshua Van fight in particular.
Oh my God.
That card top to bottom might have been one of the best cards I've seen. And that sport just keeps resetting the bar, it feels like, quite often. And boxing to me is just on this perpetual slide of misery, and it's just nothing is picking it up. There's nothing getting rescued in the sport. There's nobody stepping in and taking the reins. They're not unifying all the titles. There's 3 heavyweight belts. There's 3 of these, like, it's just such a fucking disjointed mess. And it's just so sad, because growing up, it was so different. When I was real little, it was Tyson. And then even when I was a little bit older,
Holyfield, Lewis.
Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, it was good. It was really quality stuff. And even the non-heavyweights, even Pacquiao in his prime and Mayweather in his prime. Mayweather a little bit, some, would argue maybe
Even
he's
De La Hoya.
De La Hoya. I mean, all these guys. I mean, it's just, the sport just ain't what it used to be, man. And it's so sad. It's just so sad. So I'm selling the state of boxing currently. It's not good. It's just not good. And people are going to argue with it, but I'm sorry. It's just not good.
So I bought the UFC card, which was amazing. But
Yes.
then while I was doing it, I did want to see, it was like, it's funny. Like, if you look up what time does Jake Paul walk out, because then if you want to see that fight, it'll put like 10 o'clock or 11. He
Bullshit.
ain't walking out till
Bullshit.
like 1 in the morning. No matter where you look at it, it's crazy. I tried to order it, but in order to order it, you had to sign up for a subscription.
DAZN.
Yeah.
DAZN.
Was there any way outside, like the amount of people that probably did what I did, where they went to go watch it and there's no other way to order it
So
without
did you
then
do it?
No, because I was getting so
Yeah.
frustrated with it.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was ready to buy. It was
So
crazy.
I already had DAZN because I was watching the FIFA Club World Cup, which you have to have. That was like to watch the group play stages. You had to have the app, so I
They
had it
always do
downloaded
this
already.
shit now.
But I was under the assumption that signing up for the premium on DAZN, I thought I was going to get the fight for free. I thought I was getting, and they banged me for that. And yeah, DAZN, it's bro, it's just it's crazy. It's
But
just
that's
crazy.
that's like, like if you had it back in the when they did it through like HBO, if you had HBO and then something was pay-per-view, you still had to then go buy it.
Call. You had to call.
it's
Remember, you have
crazy.
to call the number
Crazy.
back in the day.
I would love to know, maybe they find it worth it because then people sign up and then forget to cancel the subscription. But like there had to be so many because I heard the amount of people that ordered it were so low. I was ready. There had to be so many people like me that were ready to buy and didn't want to bother with the subscription, knew they would forget to cancel the subscriptions, how all this shit happens. And then you can't do it. But I heard the fight, didn't see anything. I heard it was awful.
No,
It was terrible until like I said, you're lucky if you get one round. The last round, Chavez Jr. decided to fight a little bit. It's like I don't. It's just so bad, bro. It's
Yeah.
so bad. And you know what? Not for nothing, Jake Paul. For the amount that he talks, and again, I didn't want to get into a tangent of getting on Jake Paul because he's been doing what he's doing and good for him. But
Making a
like,
lot of
knock a
money.
guy out. Knock the fucking guy out then. Stop dancing with him. Stop tattering him. Just fucking knock the guy out. At least make it worthwhile for the people watching it just for you, because God knows he's the draw. I mean, Chavez Jr., yes, his father was. Yes, he himself was a world champion fighter. He's a big name, was a big name, but he's not the draw. Paul's the draw. If you're Paul, go out there and fucking knock somebody out already. Knock somebody out. A real
Yeah.
fighter. Like, it would have been impressive if he would have not. But no, it was just, again, it was the same bullshit, dance. And then finally, nothing from Chavez, the whole fight. And then finally, the last round, he threw some punches. And, the announcers try and make it like it's something and it's not. And it's just, it's no comparison right now to UFC. It's not even in the same ballpark anymore.
The one fight Paul had that I actually thought was really interesting was when he fought Tommy Fury and lost.
Yeah, he fought a real fighter way too early in his career, and that was why he lost. I mean, now he's ranked, so he's gonna have to fight he's gonna have to fight legitimate fighters now, and that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very interesting. I do think he's gotten good, but like, I'd like to see for the amount of shit he talks, I'd like to see him knock somebody out.
It is, I think it's amazing what he done. We messed around about it. I do think it's amazing what he does, and I think he actually is legit. Like even Fury when he lost, like he was bad. He's clearly really, really good. Even Rogan talked about him, like how he's a legit boxer. But it will be interesting now when he goes and faces these guys. But yeah, I heard the fight was awful.
Terrible.
And the last thing I say, me and Joe were talking about it today, is that you hear all these people with the UFC that are like, the UFC struggling because they don't have superstars.
Or it
It's
used
like,
to be good, and now it's just
what do you look like? You're going to tell me Taporia is not a superstar? Pereira's not a superstar? Patty the Baddie's not a superstar?
Marab is becoming.
Yeah, like
I mean,
where?
Marab to me is electric, man. I mean,
I
this
know.
guy.
He's
I didn't even want.
fascinating.
I have no like. I'm not the type of person that's gonna root for a guy like Marab. And he came out when we were there, Bob, and he came out live. I was like, this is great. I was like, I like this guy. I was like, I can't not like him.
He's
I think he's
spicy,
fucking
man.
good. I think he's fucking. His entrance was sick. I thought the whole thing. There's definitely stars, man. There's 100% stars in UFC.
I just think
It's
people
because they don't
want-
have John Jones now, like and McGregor. Like I
But-
think that's the draw that like George St. Pierre, like those guys are they're not around anymore.
But even when Jones was still fighting, people though were still saying it's like I feel like everybody just wants the next Conor McGregor, but there's never going to be another Conor McGregor. Patty the
No.
Baddie's pretty close. He might not be as good. Time will
I think
tell,
he's as
but
entertaining. He's
Yeah.
funny as shit. I mean,
I just don't get it. I don't get when people say that. I think there are stars. I think there's a ton of stars.
I think people don't understand too, like how difficult it is to like. Maybe people are expecting like they want to see a fighter who doesn't lose ever.
Like Khabib.
Like, yeah, like that's not the norm in UFC. Like you're gonna lose. Like Bo Nickel, I think everyone thought Bo Nickel was going to be this. I certainly did. I was watching him and I was like, this guy
screwed me bad.
guy's going to be the next. And you know, you move up and you move up, and the better contenders you fight, and then you fight a guy who's got a little bit of a different style, and it's not wrestling, and you get fucking put to sleep, and that's kind of how it works. So UFC is not like a lot of those sports, or I guess boxing, where, you know, despite a very early loss in your career, like you could catch losses at any point in your career in UFC. It's not like that where it's typical to just stay undefeated your entire career. That's not
especially
a normal
now
thing.
with how like well known the sport is. There's so many like better people coming up to where
These
like
fighters are coming from every corner of the world, Bob.
I
It's
know.
not like it's just restricted to the United States or South America. These people are coming from all over to fight.
I know it's funny. You like see a guy's like record now, and you see like 5 losses, and you're like, "Oh, this guy's not that great." It's like, dude, like
Okay.
that's like it's
Okay.
it's amazing.
Impressive.
All right. I will go, and then we'll head over to you, Joey D. I'm selling the Yankees, man. I would look. They are in a. It just feels like they just when they lose a few in the row, it's so hard for them to get their momentum back. Things were going good. It's panic now. I gave a really hard time to the Red Sox because when I was in Nantucket, we did the podcast. They were struggling. I still stand by the Devers thing is beyond me. But now, joke's on us. I mean, the Yankees are in
And the Orioles are coming now.
Orioles are coming. Blue Jays are in
Blue
first.
Jays,
Rays
yep,
are right there.
Rays,
Red
yep.
Sox. I mean, the Yankees have just it's bad. They've just really sputtered out. Not saying they can't get it back, but now you have the deadline coming up. It's like, are you buyers? Are you sellers? And they're going to be buyers, but they have no farm system really at all. I mean, they have some guys, but like they have a terrible farm system. They're probably going to be buyers, and I don't know how much they can do, even if they do buy. It's just it's a bad, scary place to be for the Yankees right now. So a hard sell there, and Joey D, over to you.
Yeah, I'm going to sell something that I'm going to get a lot of people who are not happy with this sell, but I'm going to sell it regardless, because quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. I am going to sell. You ready for this?
Yeah,
Better be good.
I'm selling fireworks, dude. I am selling fireworks. And you know what? I think you want to talk about stuff that is overhyped, over talked about. Fireworks are the biggest overhyped shit of all time. You got to go, like, if you're not setting them off, okay, which 90% of the fucking rural community is not setting off their own fireworks. You got to go into an area where it's densely populated, tons of people standing around to watch 10, 15 minutes of these things go up in the air and burst off. And let me be honest, the firework community, the fireworks haven't changed in the last 20 years. It's the same shit. It's a little pop up and it's the blow up little circle. Every once in a while, they have the dazzlers that come around. It's the same thing. It hasn't changed. If you've seen one firework, you've seen them all. It doesn't matter about the colors or this and that. It's just a pain in the ass. And then if you have dogs, if you got dogs and these fireworks are going off, the dogs are going nuts. They think it's fucking war. It's absolute mayhem. And you know what? Yeah, I get it's a pastime. Our forefathers weren't setting off fireworks. So I get it for like 4th of July. It's nice.
No, they were killing people in wars.
Yeah, I understand. The bombs were bursting in air, not fireworks.
Literally.
Yeah. But you know what? I just think they're so overhyped. It's like, oh, do you know that there's a fireworks show at 9 o'clock? I won't be there. I'm going to tell you that much because I could care less.
Yeah, I think at our age, I think meant for the kids, but yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, yeah, our dog.
I think some people are very. Was Bambi going nuts?
Oh my God, it was awful.
they
She's
hate dogs.
panting. It was
it's brutal, man.
Yes, yeah.
Dre can't hear him, so he didn't go nuts. But I know a lot of the dogs in the apartment complex were losing their minds.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think people are going to be that up in arms. I mean, I don't.
I think the
What do you mean Dre can't hear him?
He's old. He didn't hear. He slept like a baby. He was.
Is that right?
Yeah,
he doesn't hear well.
When there's food, he can hear it like a gunshot.
Collective hearing.
Yes, it's like his papa.
Yeah, I don't think it's a. Yeah,
I think the fireworks community is like some of these other ones, like the barbecue community.
No, barbecue.
There's some hardos in there that are going to be very much up in arms.
What's wrong with the barbecue community?
They're very passionate, Michael.
Mikey,
and they get
Like,
very
I will
upset.
say,
I posted a video where I didn't take the grizzle off of and
Yeah.
everybody was losing their minds. You
Well,
gotta take the
now,
grizzle
by the
off.
way,
people are very, very like, like even if I put up like something and I'm like, this looks really good,
Yeah.
95% of the comments will be
Yeah,
like,
they all
yo, that's
trash you.
no, 95 will back me, but then there is like, no matter what, no matter how perfect
Yeah,
it
the
looks,
hardo
there's a
barbecue
5%
ones.
is like, you know, that temperature really could have been better if you did. I'm like,
it's got a little bit of the golf.
And
to
here
it.
Mikey is trying to find the perfect temperature of a steak.
right.
The old hardo.
I mean, there's levels to the bar. Like these guys, like the guys who smoke and they use smokers and they're outside like for 12
the green eggs?
Stay away.
green
from
eggs?
those
overnight.
guys.
Yeah, like I can't.
Would
even
you
I
purchase
can't.
one of those eggs?
No. I don't.
No.
I don't do smoke. I don't smoke. Like,
No, but the
I'm
green
not
eggs
into
like that barbecue.
I know which one it is. Yeah, the green egg, the Komodo is another one that's like really, really top of the line. Nice. I mean, if I was into smoking, I would do it, but I'm not. I just don't do.
Is
I
the
don't
green
have
egg
the
only
time
for
to
smoke?
fucking-
Is that only for smoking?
It's not only, but I mean, like guys, that's like what they primarily use some of those for.
You know what I
Really
got the
nice
other day,
grills.
Mikey, which you should look into, or you probably have it already, but a good knife set, man. We went in, we got these Japanese knives, dude. These steel, they're
The
unbelievable.
Ginsu knives, like they're
No,
really.
Nick, what are they called? What is it? The one that we got? Kinshu or something? Dude,
the
it's on.
most expensive knife.
Oh my,
thing.
I gotta
Look
show
at
you this.
Bob.
No,
Hold
come
on.
on, dude. We don't got to see the knives. He's got no clue for flow.
No, but while he's gone, let me tell you something, Bob. After finishing that Big Mac, I want to tell you about something that
Look
could be.
at this.
There's the flow I'm talking about. There's the.
There
Go
it
ahead.
goes.
Go ahead. Go
Be
ahead.
This is a
careful with that thing,
This is a
Joseph.
Shun
You're gonna be a
Kaji.
father.
This is a Shun Kaji. Look at that, Michael.
How
This thing
much-
could serrate a fucking
How
whale.
much-
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. You bought a set of those, like a block
Yeah,
set?
yeah. with
How
the
much
block,
that run you?
the
1,100?
shears. It was expensive.
How
No, it
much
wasn't
were the
11.
knives?
It wasn't 1,100. It wasn't 1,100.
How
It was
much
like
were the
six-
knives?
I only got the 5-piece set, but I'm gonna build onto because
The
these are
5-piece set was at least 800.
almost 700.
Yeah.
Joe
Look
and
at
Joe,
that.
I still got my account
Nice
with,
piece.
with Cutco knives.
Oh, these two are.
I can get you.
Cutco.
Can't
Cutco.
speak. You can't talk. You
I'm
can't-
I'm
you
sorry.
can't
I'm
talk.
sorry. I was having some fun.
I could get you into some Cutco.
Yeah, I'll stick with the Japanese.
Yeah, you haven't seen the
Bob, you got
presentation.
these things. You like if you have like a piece of salmon or something, it just goes like this, and the salmon just eviscerates.
Yeah,
it's
let me ask you
unbelievable.
this. When do you think the last time Bob was in a position to fillet a piece of salmon was, Joe? When do you think that was happening anytime? Actually, I do remember a series called Bob Cooks. You remember that, Bob?
Yeah,
Cooking
yeah.
with Bob. Cooking with
Cooks?
Bob.
That was
Yeah.
a
Cooking with
long
Bob.
time ago.
You
That
know
was a
why I
long time
stopped?
ago.
That was
I-
the pink kitchen.
I didn't. It was the pink countertops, and I didn't have AC in my living room or anywhere in the
It
kitchen.
was the Polly Pocket kitchen.
So I would just be sweating bullets, and it was terrible. It was. I was trying, man. I was trying. for
I feel like
something.
if you put that back out, like old clips like
Oh,
that, they would
yeah.
fucking crush because people would be like, "Wow, Bob really
Nostalgia,
was."
Bob.
He was
Good.
slumming it back then, man.
Good.
Slumming
He
it
was
back then.
schlepping it.
But let me
Yeah.
tell you, we're talking about food, and after down in that Big Mac, I got to tell you, a much healthier route to go, Joseph, is with our friends, our dear friends, and our sponsors over at Factor. Factor Meals. Let me tell you something. Summer is here. More sun, more light, more time to do all the things that make summer so special. And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer is spending hours cooking inside. That's right. All that meal prep. As much as I love to do it, as much as I think it's beneficial, why don't we let somebody else do the heavy lifting? And that's exactly where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. They arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle over the summer and beyond. Listen, I use Factor. I think you should too. They got some great stuff. I love the smoky barbecue chicken breast. It's got a little spice to it, loaded with protein. The jalapeno sweet corn polenta and chicken's another personal favorite of mine. So listen, if I had needed this product, it's exactly what I would use if I didn't do my own meal prep. This is the solution for you. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you right now. Get started right now at Factor Meals. dumb50off and use code dumb50off to get not 20, not 30, not 40, but 50%. That's half off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code DUMB50off at factormeals.com/dumb50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/DUMB50off.
You know, I listen to so many podcasts, and I really do wonder, A, do we do that many more ads than other podcasts? And B, do other podcasts take the shit that we do for the amount of ads? Because I really do wonder.
Nicole told
because-
me yesterday, or last week, we had a lot of ads.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, you know what?
I mean, we
Show
got to
goes
make a
on.
living here too. I mean,
100%.
I mean, come on, man.
100%.
I mean, look, we're looking into it. If we're doing too many ads, maybe we're doing too many ads. You know what I mean? But something.
I don't think the ads are preventing us from moving up the ranks.
No.
I don't think so.
Well, but
No.
you want the fan experience to.
I think that the fans are starting to actually. I think they're getting a kick
Get a
out of
good-
the ads now. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
there's
becoming
a
like
little button
a bit
called-
to the show.
Fast forward if you don't like.
Fair. Yeah.
Use it. I would use it if I wasn't happy. That being said, we have great products and great ads for those products. So you might as well listen and get some deals.
Correct.
Yo,
We wouldn't be
50
just sitting-
It's the season for some deals.
50% off a fucking meal box is insane.
Oh,
Pretty
that's
fucking-
I mean, that's
unbelievable.
fucking insane. So
Pretty
I mean,
good.
I would do it. I would.
Pretty
do it.
good. All right. Let's head on over to Ask Bob. Let's get this over with here, dickheads. Let's
Yeah,
start with
wow, dickhead.
Oh!
let's start with the D man. But do me a favor, Joe. Ask for the music, but also don't treat me like an idiot. Like when you go to ask the question, don't do the okay, Bob. What I want to ask you.
I like to draw out
right.
to make the question. I think it gives it some allure. All right. Speaking of lure, we just had the 4th of July weekend, which was great. As we are coming off Independence Day weekend, I have a question for my good friend, Bob. Bob, I would like you to please tell me who wrote the Declaration of Independence and what year did the Declaration of Independence get signed?
Well, you forget about the year because I'm not getting the year.
You're not even going to try?
I have no idea when the
This
year.
is our country.
Good question.
And by the way,
Good question.
it was not Al Gore.
Bob, I really, honestly, I felt like the year would be
Yeah.
easier than the author. For you, I really did think so. Yeah.
I mean,
the
it's kind of
year,
a
Bob. It's like
known question.
yeah. The year is like the
Really?
years. There's like a whole thing about the year. Yeah. I mean, listen, it is what it is. People get so mad at me in the comments. I'm giving too many hints and shit, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, no.
Thomas Jefferson. Final answer.
Oh,
That is correct.
That is correct. Now,
That is
what
good
about a
job,
stab?
Bob.
Just a stab at like
Yeah, throw a year out
like-
there, Bob.
at least like if you don't have the exact year, but like a
No,
time.
throw
period.
something out. You got to throw something out there.
Yeah, you got to give a time period like 1500 or like whatever it is.
The Cretaceous.
You got the person.
Throw a year
Eight-
out, Bob.
1804.
You
It's
know
not
what?
far.
You're not that far off. 1776.
1770.
That doesn't ring a bell. 1776.
Not in the
Okay.
slightest. Now, the way we always check it, the way would Dom know that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I'd
know.
be.
I tell you though, state capitals. He knows everyone.
Oh,
It's
are you
fucking
serious?
insane?
You know what
It's
we could do, by
insane.
the way? People have been suggesting it. That would be a riot. If you put a blank map for me, not even
Yeah.
state capitals, but if you just do a blank United States map and have
Yeah.
me fill it out, that would be fun. Buckle up for
We
that
could do
one.
that. We could do
Yeah.
that.
Geography with Bob is.
I
is
tell you what, if
interesting.
once we get like once the coast gets squeezed into the middle, that's not easy, man. That's not easy. When you go like North Dakota, South Dakota,
Midwest.
Montana, like that's
Oh.
some hard shit, bro. That's not
Midwest
easy.
would get me, and then a little southeast might get me there. Midwest gonna hit me hard, but yeah, it's something we could do if the fans want to see it. We'll see.
All right,
But
so 1 for 2 there. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
yeah, I no idea what the year would have been.
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised you got the author and not the year, but I would have thought it would have been the other way.
Mikey V.
Okay, Bob. My
Cue the music.
question, cue the music. My question for Bob this week is this. Bob, one of the most well-known scientific methods, theories in the history of the universe is the theory of evolution by natural selection. The theory of evolution by natural selection is right up there with the theory of relativity. It's probably the number 1 or 2, arguably, scientific theory out there. Who is the scientist who came up with the theory of evolution by natural selection, Bob? Take a stab at famous scientist, very famous, very famous. If you could just think of the most famous scientist you could think of, you might be able. There might be a shot. Very famous.
Thomas Edison.
No, that wasn't. Well, that was a light bulb, Bob. That was a light bulb. Take another stab.
Fuck, I have no idea.
Charles Darwin.
You ever heard of the Darwin?
My
We're looking
Never
at
heard of the Darwin?
You've heard of
theory?
Darwin.
Darwinism?
Don't tell me you haven't heard of Charles Darwin, Bob.
God.
The theory of natural
Mike,
selection.
I'm
Bob.
telling you, when I was in school,
Yeah.
I didn't listen to a thing. I was so gone. I had so many
But
other
what were you
things.
doing?
What
though?
were you
What were you doing?
Making, trying to like get people's attention to do something like funny shit, you know what I mean? Like passing notes. And I was always I didn't listen to a thing. And to be honest with you,
You never heard of Darwinism, Bob?
no, I really did at a young age, a very young age. I remember saying to myself, I am not going to need this stuff. Like, I'm not going to need this. Not that, I'm going to go start a YouTube channel, but more so like, I am not going to have to know an obtuse, angle.
Triangle.
I just, in my mind, I was like, I'm not going to need this. Now, I'm not recommending that for people. That's not how I would raise my kids, but that's where I was at.
It worked out for him with
Yeah,
space.
I can't argue. I can't argue. But the fucked up thing to me is like I felt like I was like a class clown also in school. I felt like I jerked around a lot in school too. But
I
there's
did
just
too.
certain things that Joe, I was gonna say, I would have thought Cuts also would have been like
Yeah.
a class clown
They
type,
did
not
the,
paying attention.
The senior yearbook, I got voted best sense of humor, second for best personality, and then number 1 for most likely to brighten your day.
The
I
superlatives,
just-
senior superlatives.
Little flex. I was in another world. I did it as a social thing. I didn't do it to learn. I'm very dumb. And I told you the SATs, I probably had longer to complete my SATs than any
So
person that
you're saying you did school for the social
it was a social. It was a social
Right.
thing.
A
Yeah.
social experiment, Michael.
I don't know about experiment, but
Some
yeah, it
experiment.
was socials to go see people, set things up for the weekend.
I would like Darwin to have ran that experiment, Joseph, for Bob in school to see what
Well, looks like he was the natural selection.
he
He came out on top, Michael.
He did.
I would like there to be like a ranking of like the questions that you guys asked, like a ranking of how hard some of the questions were and how easy some were. Like I would think the Declaration of Independence, but certainly that one to me has to be one of the harder ones I had been
The
asked.
Darwin question, really?
Yeah, like that had to be harder than Pythagorean theorem because that I hear
don't
all the
know.
time.
I don't
No?
know, man. I think people would say the Pythagorean
Darwinism
theorem might be hard.
is often, it's like one of the most,
Really?
I would say widely known.
Okay. Look, the comments.
Like I
will
was
always
gonna
let
say,
you know.
now I was between that and the theory of the general theory of relativity.
That would have
do
been
you
harder. That would have been
know
harder.
who came up with that?
Do you,
Einst-
Joe?
Einstein.
I would have said Einstein. I'm not as familiar with that, but I do know Darwinism because people have based the existence of man on that. So
Oh, correct.
I
I'd
would
be
like
curious.
at some point, I think it would be very funny if we all had to like do a test, like a 10 question
Oh, yeah.
test.
Yeah.
And we all had to do it isolated. And then to see the answers,
Yeah.
like it could be like
Good idea.
one question for like geography, one question for history, one question.
Yeah.
Like a
math.
triathlon or like
Yeah,
do
and
like
we
a
see-
whole-
Yeah, like an
And we could-
academic,
and
an
we could-
academic decathlon.
Yeah,
And we could do an episode where we broke down our
Pretty
answers.
funny.
I think it would be hysterical.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a-
not a bad idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. Ticket had talked about doing an eating challenge where he's like sitting here in a corner on the box, like, and we just do the show, and he tries to eat like a certain many hot dogs or something in the hour. Like we just do our episode, and he just has a box where he's just trying to eat.
Oh, like a quad box.
Yeah, but he had like something that usually people do as a challenge for like an hour, and then we just do our show for an hour, and he sees if he could do it. So there's a lot of things we could do. I do think that is a good idea. But all right, let's hop on over to our top 5. This is a Mikey V top 5. This is going to be
Oh, this is a
from the
a fan top 5. This is a listener top 5.
funneled through Mikey V.
Correct.
Funneled through Mikey V. This is going to be top 5 burger toppings. Now we decided no condiments. We think that near the end it's going to get funny. It's going to get a little ridiculous.
No condiments.
No
Oh my
condiments.
God, that's going to be tough.
But Joe, you know that. You know.
I wasn't aware there was no condiments. Okay, that's fine. We'll
So
still
Mikey,
manage
do you
to-
believe that he believes that? Is he setting that up so that it's not his
I wrote
list?
I wrote condiments down if you'd like to know.
But we talked about it.
I don't recall. I was thinking my
Okay.
wife was going to be in labor, Bob. If you-
Oh,
yeah. And
the
also,
old labor.
With that being said, you were ready to do the podcast
Yes.
as well. So
I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer, dog.
All right, let's get into it. So top 5 toppings. It's gonna get a little bit weird near the
No
end.
condiments.
No
Jesus,
condiments.
man.
Once you take one thing, like if somebody takes onion, you can't then do caramelized onion. Once you take it,
Oh my
It's-
God.
I don't know about that, Bob. I think that should go to committee because there's such a difference between a
Yeah.
raw onion and a cooked
I
onion,
agree.
Bob.
Grilled
And-
onions compared to raw
I
onion.
think-
is a-
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna
But then-
veto.
okay, but then you can't
I-
do like a different amount of cheeses. Like once you have cheese, you
I
have-
agree. Now that I
Cheese is
agree
cheese.
with.
Cheese
Cheese
is
is I
cheese.
agree
But
with.
grilled
Okay.
onions compared to raw
Yeah,
onions.
but like you
Look,
cannot
if
say
the
like
committee
a raw,
outweighs it. If
yeah,
you got
I would
2
say
to
com-
3.
Yeah, I would say that because if you're saying because listen, a raw onion slice as compared to caramelized onions is apples and oranges
Yeah,
as far as
it
I'm
really is.
concerned.
Yeah, it really
And they're
is.
both very popular burger toppings.
Okay.
So
Fine
all
with me.
right. All right.
I am gonna take the. I won the last
did
one.
win.
Mikey came in second. It was old school versus new school on that top 5. Joey D and third. I am gonna elect to go first. Mikey, where would you like to go?
You know, Bob, that's a good question. I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna go second because I
Wow.
I just feel like I can't wait for 3. I just can't. So
My
I gotta
reasoning
go
also
second.
behind getting the 1 is I want to be done the fastest because I think it's gonna come such slim pickings that I want to
Yeah.
be done the quickest.
All right, so 1, 2, 3.
Joey D
Bob, me,
gets
Joe.
third.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna do cheese. So give me cheese at 1.
I'll take bacon at 2.
All right, so cheese is gone, bacon is gone. All right, I'm gonna go. I am gonna go with grilled onions. And then I will take on the way back. I'm gonna go with mushrooms.
Give me pickles.
Okay, so give me lettuce. And then, so can I do caramelized onions?
You can. Sure.
Well, I did grilled onions. It's kind
But
of
what is a grilled onion though?
like it's. I wouldn't go caramelized. You could go raw onion.
But that's what.
No,
I think you have to. But I mean, Joe, caramelized grilled is.
Yeah,
it's the same shit,
but
Michael.
Joe, but you
Grilled
liked
and
it.
caramel.
But you-
I
you
said
voted for
I
this.
did. I said raw and grilled is very different.
Well, there's
If
a
you go-
couple variants of onions.
But if
could-
you go into
I'm telling you, this is you
No,
guys did
I think
this.
the grilled is all. I think the grilled. It's like the cheese. Once you take grilled onions, the grilled variation of onions is gone.
But Joe,
But you can't say that because we literally argued against that before the show started.
We said
Before the top
raw.
five.
We
Joe,
said
you
raw
do
onions.
realize you do see that, right?
We said raw onions, which is a vastly different thing than grilled onions. Grilled onions could be caramelized.
I think
It's grilled onions.
I'm with Mikey. I think
What is the difference between a caramelized onion and a grilled onion?
I got to be honest. I don't even know what the fuck a grilled onion is.
So put caramelized onion then for me.
Whoa,
That's what I-
well, but that's now
It's the
that's
same- that's the
different
same
thing
shit to
here.
me.
That's-
No, that's the same.
That's-
It's the same shit.
But
I
Joe,
think
To
you-
me, that's grilled.
you
Grilled, you want
asked-
to call it caramelized grilled. Bob, if you want to take raw onion, by all means. But I took the grilled variation, which you could call it caramelized, grilled, whatever. That's what I took.
so you're overstepping the committee.
I said very clearly you could take
No,
raw.
but I think I should be able to do the caramelized.
Okay,
I
so
might be
tell
doing-
me what is the difference between a
Joe,
caramelized
Joe,
onion and a grilled onion? I would like to
a
know.
grilled onion to me is like you're taking an onion, you're slicing it, and you're putting it on the grill and grilling it. A caramelized onion
caramelized?
is
It's-
where you
it's
have
on
to
like a
where
skillet.
you have to put them in a oh my god, not a Blackstone. What the fuck do you call that?
like a
What do you call that?
I know where
Oh
you're
my
going.
god,
I
Joe, a
totally
cast
agree.
iron. You have to put it in like a
Correct.
cast iron
you're
pan. You gotta
grilling
cook
it,
You gotta
right?
cook it for an hour.
It's
Well,
a
no, you-
different
No,
yeah,
it's on the stove. It's a stovetop. You caramelize onion on a stovetop or a griddle top. You can't grill caramelized onion. Like you can't put an onion on a grill and unless it's in a pan and you're putting it in a pan
Mikey,
and sautéing it to make it a caramelized
If
onion.
it's that much different, I'll say sure. But to me, I don't know what the difference is.
It's different. It's
I
different.
agree.
To me,
I
it's
do.
different, Joe. I'm gonna be honest. I think it is different. So if he wants caramelized, I'd say because of what
If
we
it's
said
that, if
before
it's
top
that
five,
drastically different, then
Yeah,
sure. But I just don't.
I think it is. I think especially having the onion dialogue prior, I'll take caramelized onion at 3.
Okay. And Bob, you also took lettuce.
Took
Correct?
lettuce. Yeah, cheese, lettuce, caramelized onion. It's gonna get a little weird.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take tomato.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take tomato.
Fuck.
It's gonna get weird, boys.
All right, I'm gonna give.
I think I got a couple good heaters laying in the weeds,
Dude,
bro.
I mean, I don't.
I think I do. Go, Joseph.
Okay, I just got my chance.
Oh no, I mean I was just like saying like it was your turn, man. Like I wasn't like trying to say like spit it out. I think you're a little on edge.
Yeah.
The potential
Yeah.
labor, the caramelized onion versus grilled onion. I think there's,
Yeah.
I support you. I want you to know that.
I just didn't know what to do. I apparently I'm not a cooking entrepreneur. I didn't-
Oh,
All right.
Joe,
Bob's a cooking entrepreneur.
yeah, and I am. Yeah, I'm fucking Gordon Ramsay over here.
Feed Bob, Joe.
All right.
Guy just got
Feed Bob.
samurai swords for knives. You
He
wouldn't
did.
know it.
Super nice pieces, by the way.
Yeah.
They are very nice pieces. All right, I'm gonna go with egg.
Fried egg.
Yeah, fried egg.
Yeah, that's a very good call, Joe.
You could go scrambled if you want to go scrambled.
Yeah. And then I will go with avocado or any style of avocado. So guacamole, avocado. however
You don't have
like.
to get crazy now.
Yeah.
Joe.
Well,
We
now I
get
gotta
We
fucking
get
be
it. We
specific.
get it.
This guy
Got
is
it.
so upset.
Jesus.
Come on.
Look at him. He's fucking angry.
I know he's actually pissed about it.
By the
because
way,
I-
the fried egg was
Jeez.
my pick, Joe. That was
Good
a very
pick.
good pick.
It's a
Very
good
good
pick.
pick. It's a good pick.
Not
Good
gonna
pick's a
win it
good
for me.
pick. Good pick's a good pick. Okay, now it is gonna get interesting because I did want that fucking fried egg. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna take potato straws. Not fries, but you know what I mean? Like the potato straw, like the
straws.
potato straws. Yeah, I'm gonna take potato straws. Almost like fry.
All right, so I'm gonna take onion rings.
Yep,
You got 2 onions, Bob?
he does.
Oh, that's
The double
This
onion.
guy- hey, look, dude, you're
That's
the one.
a lot.
Hey, you
that's a
you
lot
open
of
that
onion.
up.
Yeah,
You
well, I'm
opened
glad
that
I
up.
did because it's gonna bang you now.
I don't think so.
Double onion is
This
that's a lot of
list has really gotten under Joe's skin. This was really upset him. This is really okay. I don't give me this because there's not much. Give me jalapenos. Over to you, Michael.
Yep. Last pick. Yeah, I'm gonna take. Oh shit! I really shouldn't because I already have the bacon. Bob took the onion ring. I like that too.
Appreciate that, Michael.
Yeah.
See, now I just don't know where to go.
Yeah, it's between two things for me now. This is gonna sound fucking crazy, but I'm gonna take it because I've seen it done. I'm gonna go mac and cheese topping on the burger. Yeah, it's a fat boy move, but I have seen it done. It's fucking real fat boy move, but might as well just keep with the fucking theme of the night. Give me the old mac and cheese burger.
All right, Joe.
Decadence.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Give me 1 second. What is this stupid thing here?
I needed that fried egg, man. Fuck. That fried egg would have sealed my fucking deal, dude.
Well, I after Joe
I would
goes,
have bacon. I would have bacon, pickles, tomato, fried egg. I feel like that 4 would have.
It's a good list.
Yeah, that fried egg fucked me. Good for you, Joe.
I'm gonna go with banana peppers.
The banana pepper.
This is solid.
Okay. All right.
Bob does not like the banana
All right.
pepper.
No, I mean, look.
Well, it's a last pick. What would you
I
pick?
said it was slim
I did.
pickings at
I
the
had
end.
chili. I had chili.
Chili I thought about,
Chili.
but I've never had
Coleslaw.
chili. on a
Chili,
burger.
chili would have been a good pick, I think.
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw, yeah.
I had
French fry.
Well, that's why I did the potato straw because I feel like that's
Yeah.
more reasonable. And then also, what else did I have on there? I had
Yeah, you acted like you had. I thought
pulled pork I had on there. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. And then Taylor ham. You ever have like Taylor ham on a burger?
Yeah, that's a thing.
But I had the bacon already. I'm like, I'm gonna do bacon and Taylor ham. Like, I don't know. All right, but anyway, the list: Bob, cheese, lettuce, caramelized onion, onion ring, jalapenos. I have bacon, pickles, tomato, potato straws, mac and cheese. Joe's got grilled onions. Okay. Mushrooms, fried egg, avocado, and banana. Don't get mad,
I
man.
know he's getting so upset.
You laugh at 90% of the picks
I know.
I
We used to
have.
be able to laugh at the thing. Come on.
I haven't said a word. I'm being a good sport. I don't know what I honestly don't know what else I could have taken in that last spot there. There's like
All right.
fucking nothing. There I was sitting on air.
All right. That has been another edition. But, look, I thought it had been a good episode. It's a good
It's
episode.
been a great episode.
It's a good
Really
episode.
dumb show.
It's a good episode.
We will see you next week.